The solo victory cups are finally back, and in today's video, we're going to be showing off the highlights from the second victory cup of the season. In game number 1, we land at Paradise Palms, but do not have anybody to fight. We rotate towards the mini junk junction just outside the POI and run into an opponent. Here's how that engagement went.
Wow, I can't believe I died like that. I can't believe I just died like that. I got one punch. You gotta be kidding me.
Boobies 200! After picking up that elimination, I rotate towards Fatal Fields and run into this opponent just outside of the POI. Here's how that fight went.
Oh, some kid just walked right past me in the bush.
After picking up that elimination, I decide to play for the endgame and am boxed up in center zone. Unfortunately, I end up getting dropped down by an opponent that is right next to me, get a ton of bleed through damage done to me, and go down before the endgame, not getting as much points as I should. In game number 2, I once again land at Paradise and do not have anybody to fight there. I rotate out towards the south of the mountains just outside the POI and run into an opponent who grapples on top of me. Here's how that engagement went. Are you kidding me? After picking up that elimination, I decide to play a whole lot more passive and end up sitting on edge zones, waiting for the endgame. I'm fortunate enough to make it, and here's how it went. After that very solid game, we are feeling a whole lot more confident. And in game number 3, we once again are uncontested at Paradise, but run into an opponent just outside of Mini Junk. Here's how that engagement went. After picking up that elimination, I once again decide to play for the endgame and am fortunate enough to make it. Here's how the endgame went. Wow. After another top 5, we are well on our way to qualification. However, in game number 4, things do not go as well. I do end up getting a free elimination on this team that was fighting at Fatal Fields. However, when I'm around Dance Studio, I end up getting fried by an opponent, panic building, and end up going down after getting stuck on the stairwell, missing out on a huge opportunity. In game number 5, I make a decision to play incredibly aggressive since I don't have too much time left. I end up trying to leave Paradise and take the Rift, but as I do so, I end up getting sniped in my back. Here's how that engagement went. Yeah. I know where I'm getting shot from. Can I just switch? After picking up that elimination, I continue to play aggressive towards Lucky Landing and see an opponent just outside this building. Here's how that fight went. After picking up that elimination, there was actually another person in the building hiding and he tries to disengage. So I force another fight. Here's how that engagement went. picking up that elimination, I head towards the dance studio and ended up getting a free AR elimination on this weak opponent. I decide to play incredibly aggressive. However, I take a ton of damage as I'm openly keying very stupidly and end up going down right in 31st when I needed that 30th place for the point. In game number 6, things are very stacked because I'm right on the borderline of qualification. And unfortunately, I do not have any type of movement. I do not have a grappler or a rift. But by some miracle, as I'm boxing up in the endgame, I peek out my box and see a grappler just sitting at one of the buildings it tilted. I go down and I'm set up to play the endgame. Here's how the endgame went. What the fuck? I ended up squeaking out the qualification in that last game, but unfortunately things do not go well in game 1 of finals. As I decide to scratch my face, unfortunately an opponent beams me from behind, faces into my box, and ends up eliminating me very quickly. In game number 2 of finals, things go from bad to worse. I'm getting W keyed pretty heavily at Fatal Fields as I've rotated out of my drop spot, and as I'm creating space, making a tarp, there's an opponent hiding in a hay bale who ends up getting in my box and eliminating me in game number 2 of finals. In game number 3 of finals, I make a slight turnaround. We once again are not going into the strongest of endgames with our loot, but fortunately I end up hitting a huge sniper shot on this opponent and at least getting a grapple. As I make it into the endgame, I'm also granted a free elimination on this opponent who had no materials, and then I play the endgame out. Here's how the endgame went.
Nice, Jojo.
I love when my fucking lies.
Oh my god, the guy just spanned already. Ow, bro.
I've no map, bro. 40? Dead? This one?
Nice, let's go. Huge go.
And then, unfortunately, I just got the refresh that I needed, but went down after that other opponent jumped in my box, and that wrapped up one of the weirdest finals I had ever experienced in Fortnite, and I'm hoping next week that I improve, because to be honest, that was not my best. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please drop a like on it, hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications. And I hope I'll be seeing you in the next one. Peace.